Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it, man. WrestleMania Night 2 kicked off with Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. An excellent triple threat match to kick the night off, which, if you guys watched the preview episode, man, I started this entire pay-per-view off hot, one for one. Io Sky retained. Um, in my opinion, this sets Bianca Belair back up for SmackDown and to enjoy some entertainment between her, Jade, and Naomi for the foreseeable future. This plants Rhea and Io back over to Raw, so I assume we'll probably get a feud out of those two, and we'll see how they go from there. But I suppose Rhea will eventually reclaim the championship from Io and eventually be able to beat her. But that's my prediction for the women's division as far as that title goes for the foreseeable future. The second match of the night, we had Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Another great back and forth matchup that, of course, ended with Drew McIntyre winning. As I said previously, Drew McIntyre would pick up this victory here. Uh, I assume this would try and insert him into the WWE title picture. I feel like that's his next direction as far as Damian Priest. Not sure where he will go from here. So we would just have to tune in to SmackDown and see what's next for both of these men. The next match on the card was the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match between Penta, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker. This match ends with Dominic Mysterio pinning Finn. Um, there's going to be a Judgment Day breakup at this point. I cannot wait for Raw to see what happens between the Judgment Day at this point. It seems as though things are really starting to implode, and Dom seems to be the only one to want to be champ now. Spoiler alert for a later match, but Dom is now the only champion in the Judgment Day. He's turned on Finn. I'm curious to see what direction they go. JD, I believe, isn't expected back until June. So when he comes back, what will his positioning be, and will there even be a Judgment Day for him to come back to? So that'll be very interesting to see what happens next in the Judgment Day. Up next, we had Randy Orton. Randy Orton was initially supposed to be facing Kevin Owens. Unfortunately, Kevin Owens has to go undergo neck surgery, so we may not see him for the foreseeable future. There was a lot of speculation at first, Nick Aldis possibly being his opponent. Uh, there was rumors that Rusev could, now that he's back, that possibly this could be his debut match. Solo Sikoa came out on SmackDown. There was possibilities maybe Solo would be his new opponent. But, however, we got TNA's champion, Joe Hendry. Uh, I thought this match would be given a little bit more time just to showcase Joe's, you know, style and everything. But Randy picked up the victory fairly quickly in this matchup, in my opinion. Again, I definitely thought this match would last a little bit longer to give us some more spotlight to the TNA star. But unfortunately, it was not the case. Randy Orton not only gave him an RKO to pick up the victory, but he gave him one after the match as well. So it was definitely a great spotlight for TNA to be able to be at WrestleMania. So I'm not going to downplay that. There was that will definitely put some eyes on the company for sure. It's just unfortunate that the match ended so quickly, as that is their TNA champion. So I don't think that was a good look. But in any regards, up next we had AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. And if you guys saw my preview episode, I'm so far 4 for 4. So on to match five, we got a great back and forth matchup between these two men. And of course, as I said, Logan Paul would win. So we are now 5 for 5. AJ Styles, as I've been saying, at this point in his career, now that he's a little bit older, and pretty much on the back end of his career, I believe pretty much all his feuds will end with him losing at this point. I don't really see him picking up too many too many more victories. Maybe he may get one more title run before he hangs it up. But at this point in his career, I believe AJ Styles is all about giving back and propelling the next generation of stars, which is why I said Logan Paul was going to win. Logan Paul is fresh, he is new, and he is now. So, with that being said, it's time to push the next generation, and that is what AJ Styles is about. So don't look for him to win too many more of his matches in the foreseeable future as far as feud ending matches. Um, and right before the main event, we finally got our women's tag team championship match. For a lot of people, I'm sure they wondered why this match was waited all the way up until the end. But as I was telling one of my friends, if they have TNA's superstar appearing and the amount of crowd reaction they knew they would get from that, for that to be at number four and for this match to be right before the main event, I told him somebody big is definitely coming back here for sure. Now, in my preview episode, of course, I predicted Liv and Raquel to win. But once I saw who their opponents were, who that second opponent was, I would have definitely changed my opinion. So unfortunately, we have gone from a perfect 5-5 to now 5-6 after this match. Liv and Raquel had to face Lyra Valkyria and the returning Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is now back officially in the fold, and it is official as Becky Lynch pins Liv Morgan to become the new WWE Tag Team Champions for the women's division. So now Lyra Valkyria is Lyra two belts, and Becky Lynch is back. So this is going to be great to see. I can't wait to see them come out on Monday Night Raw. This also means that we can get some Becky Lynch on SmackDown as well, and Lyra Valkyria. So that's going to be extremely fun. I can't wait to see um, this tag team in action, and I can't wait to also see when Bailey comes back who really attacked Bailey. So there's a storyline to look out for in the future as well. I can't wait for all of this. The women's division is definitely moving in the right direction here. Now, let's go ahead and get right into the main event. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. John Cena is going for number 17, and Cody Rhodes is doing this for the fans. And here we go. I finished the night with a record of 6 or 7. So if you guys watched the preview episode, you should already know who won this match. But winner and new WWE Undisputed Champion John Cena. The GOAT John Cena has done it again, and he claims to ruin wrestling. So what does that mean, and what happens next? I fully assume that The Rock will be on Raw with John Cena this week, and possibly even Travis Scott as well. Um, I can't wait to see what's next in the storyline. There's so many rumors about John Cena, Jey Uso, The Rock, um, what's his name, Drew McIntyre, and more possibly forming a stable, even with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman added as well. I just cannot wait to see what's next for WWE, what's next for the Raw after Mania, who debuts. Um, I will definitely hit y'all with the preview episode real soon. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button down below for that as well. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.